God is testing your faith right now, not to break you, not to punish you, but to reveal something inside you that you may not even see yet. If you've been feeling stretched, confused, or quietly tired, if things haven't been going the way you expected, if your prayers feel slower than usual, then pause for a moment. What if this is not a setback? What if this is a test? Not the kind of test you studied for, not the kind you can prepare for with answers, but a test of trust. Because faith is easy when everything is going well. It's easy to believe when doors are opening, when people are supportive, when life feels smooth. But real faith is revealed when things don't make sense. Right now, you may be in a season where nothing is clear. You're trying your best. You're doing what you believe is right. And still, things feel delayed. You wonder, God, where are you? Why is this taking so long? Am I doing something wrong? But here's something gentle and true. God often tests what he plans to grow. In the Bible, almost every person who was used by God went through a season like this. Abraham was promised a son, but waited for years. Joseph had a dream, but went through betrayal and prison. David was anointed king, but lived in hiding before the crown came. Their test was not about ability, it was about faith. Would they still trust God when the promise was not visible? And now, maybe it's your turn. Maybe God is not ignoring you. Maybe he is watching how you respond when you don't have all the answers. Because faith is not just believing that God can, it is trusting that he will in his time. Let's be honest. Waiting is hard. It's hard to stay calm when life feels uncertain. It's hard to stay hopeful when nothing is changing. It's hard to keep praying when you don't see results. But this is where your faith is being shaped. Not in the easy moments, but in the quiet ones. In the moments where you choose to trust, even when you don't feel strong. You see, God is not testing you to see if you will fail. He already knows your heart. The test is not for him. It's for you. So you can see your own strength. So you can see your own growth. So you can realize that your faith is deeper than you thought. Sometimes the test comes in the form of delay. You pray for something good, something meaningful, something that aligns with your heart. And still, it doesn't happen. Days pass, weeks pass, maybe even longer, and you start questioning everything. But delay does not mean denial. Sometimes God is preparing what you asked for, and sometimes he is preparing you for it. Because if he gave it to you too early, you might not be ready to carry it. So he slows things down, not to frustrate you, but to protect you. Another way your faith is tested is through silence. There are moments when God feels quiet. You pray, but don't feel anything. You read, but nothing stands out. You wait, but nothing moves. And that silence can feel heavy. But silence is not absence. It's often a sign that God is working in ways you cannot see. Think about a seed. When you plant it, you don't see growth right away. But under the surface, something is happening. Roots are forming, life is building. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not growing. Your faith is like that. God is building something inside you. Patience, strength, trust, things that cannot grow overnight. Another test of faith comes through uncertainty. You don't know what's next. You don't have a clear plan. You feel like you're walking step by step without seeing the full path. And that can be uncomfortable. We like control. We like clarity. We like knowing what's coming. But faith does not work that way. Faith is walking forward without seeing everything. It's trusting that God is guiding you, even when the road is unclear. The Bible says, we walk by faith, not by sight. That means you won't always have proof. Sometimes all you have is trust. And that's enough. Another test comes through loss. Sometimes God allows things to leave your life. People, opportunities, plans, and it hurts. You don't always understand why. You may even feel like you're going backwards, but sometimes God removes what cannot go with you. Not because it was bad, but because it was not meant for your next season. Letting go is not easy, but holding on to the wrong things can delay your growth. So God gently loosens your grip, even if it feels uncomfortable, because he sees what you don't. He knows what's ahead, and he is preparing you for something better. Let me remind you of something important. God never tests without purpose. Every test has meaning. Every delay has reason. Every quiet season has direction. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and see how everything connected. You will see how the waiting made you stronger, how the silence made you listen more, how the uncertainty made you trust deeper. Right now, it may feel heavy, but this is not where your story ends. This is where your faith is being built. And strong faith leads to strong peace. Because when your faith grows, fear loses its power, doubt becomes quieter, and trust becomes natural. You don't panic the way you used to. You don't rush the way you used to. You don't depend on people the way you used to, because your trust is now placed in something higher, in God. So if you're feeling tested right now, don't be discouraged. Don't think you're being forgotten. Don't think you're being left behind. You are being prepared. God is shaping your heart. He is strengthening your spirit. He is building a foundation that will not break when life changes. And here's the beautiful part. The test will not last forever. Seasons change. And when this one ends, you will not be the same person. You will be stronger, calmer, more grounded, more faithful. And when blessings come, you will be ready, ready to handle them, ready to appreciate them, ready to keep your heart in the right place, because you've been through the process. So don't rush this season. Don't fight it. Learn from it. Grow through it. Trust in it. Because God is not just taking you somewhere, He is transforming you along the way. And that transformation is the real blessing. So breathe. You're not failing. You're not stuck. You're not lost. You're being tested. And your faith is growing. Even if you don't feel it yet, keep going, keep trusting, keep believing, because God is not finished with you. And when this season passes, you will understand why it was necessary.